What's good, everybody? This is the one and only T-Quest, and you are tuned into the T-Quest show with DJ L Nino.
Here to rock them, 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 here to rock the mic.
The T-Quest show with DJ ILL NINO. Relatable, informative, yet entertaining. If you think you can handle being a guest on the show, contact us today. We've interviewed independent artists to mainstream, regular folk to celebrities. You never know who's going to be our special guest, and one day it may just be you. Follow us on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM and DJ ILL NINO. ILL NINO. ILL NINO. Hey you.
Me?
Yes, you.
What up?
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level?
Hell yeah!
GLM Designs can help you with just that.
Word?
From laptop skins,
You lying?
promotional flyers,
Yo, son!
promo videos,
I need that!
OBS Twitch overlays and backgrounds,
Hey, yo, let me get that!
professional one-sheets, and so much more.
Oh my god.
Please visit our
I'm
website,
on it right now!
GottaLoveMeWorld.com today to check out our designs.
Got it!
Follow us on social media at Gotta Love Me World.
Follow it!
GLM Designs are here to take care of all your graphic needs.
That's right. We are here to take care of all your graphic needs. And trust me, you guys need a lot. No, don't get me wrong. Everyone, I see you guys trying to elevate your brand and yourself. And kudos to each and every one of you. But there's some of you guys still don't know what to do. But guess what? That's what we're here for. If you need graphics, you need your one sheets, EPK, promo commercial, or even some merch, Team GLM is here for you. But guess what? Today is not about you. Today is about today's special guest, and I'm super excited. I haven't seen him in a minute. So we're going to catch up and see what he's been doing recently. So without further ado, let the people know who you are and where you're checking in from.
What's going on, y'all? I go by the name of Louie P. I'm checking in live from New York, Rockland, New York to be exact, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was going to see if you had that strong New York accent, you know? It's like proper light, you know? It's a little accent, dash of proper. So I'm here for it. Louie P. Well, according to Facebook, Louie Pizzle. You know? Did you recently change it? Or what's the origin when it comes to Louie Pizzle versus Louie P?
That kind of just more so was a nickname that kind of took its life of its own when I was in school. It was around a time period I had a lot of friends that would add like fizzle, like the Snoop Dogg type of language. So people started doing that type of name twist with my name, and it kind of just stuck. And at the
Mhm.
time, I couldn't get the name on my Facebook, so I had to
Uh-huh.
make a different name. So I just made that the name, adding a first and last. And I didn't expect it to stick the way it did, but
Mhm.
it kind of did. So I just use it as a variation, a play on my name. So I mean, it works for what it is.
Okay. Don't get me wrong. Facebook always trying to get somebody to do something they don't want to do.
That's
Got
true.
people who are changing their names. Because I remember when I first had my Facebook, I had T-Quest, at least as my middle name, so people know who I am. But they was like, nah, change that. That's not your real name. And I was one of those people
Hmm.
that got. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But it's all good. People know who I am. I work hard to get my name out there. So when they see the government, they still know it's me. So that means I'm doing something right when it comes to promoting the brand. But I want you to talk to people who may or may not know who you are. And let's talk about, how you became an entertainer because you do a lot of things in the entertainment industry. So I don't want to put you in a box. And then we're going to take it from there.
Hmm. I just became a fan of a lot of different aspects of entertainment growing up. Like I was a fan of movies, martial arts, rap, wrestling. So when I got certain opportunities to enter in certain fields, I just wanted to take advantage of them. Like I got into martial arts because I was a fan of like growing up as a fan of Bruce Lee and various martial arts movies. And when I just started messing around with rap in elementary school, just writing raps on the paper while the teacher was talking, just bored. And then one day I got a mixer.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's just kind of happened like that. And then one day I got a mixer from my uncle, and I started just recording myself rapping. I had some friends that rap, so they would come over and we would just mess around. And then from there it became to like put out a mixtape, and hey, my friend got a camera, like let's see if we get something on YouTube, like early days of YouTube, like '08, probably stuff that's
Oh,
still
wow.
up there, but and then from there it just became something to where I just started to fall in love with the process of creating. Like that's my number one thing when it comes to anything. I just love to create things. I love
Yep.
the like thinking of an idea, seeing that idea grow as in the creative stages before it goes out. So that kind of became like a big thing for me, no matter what I do. So it manifested itself in me doing rap music for a while, and always wanted to try to jump shift to movies, sort of like in an Ice Cube type lane. So when I got the opportunity to do that, I wanted to have someone write a script for me. That kind of fell apart, so I just decided to try to write one on my own. I wrote a short film, Ramel Carter, my first short film. So I did that, put that out, and did a couple more, and just try to get better and better at it. So I've gotten into rap, short films, um, uh, and just trying to be creative in any way. I feel it's healthy to just try to push yourself into new things and creatively express yourself in whatever way that you see fit when opportunities show themselves. And sometimes you never know, you may fall in love with something you didn't expect to. And I think
Yes.
that's important, just to try new things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you touched on a few things. So I want to bring it back a little bit, okay? Because
Mhm.
I think we met like over like a decade at this time, maybe,
Mhm.
or close to it.
Mhm.
Around this time, like around like a decade ago. And I remember meeting you at the radio station in New York, and you was
Mhm.
the hip hop artist for the day. And it's crazy how we're still in communication because it's a lot of people you meet on this journey, and life be life, and so they fall off. They're not still doing what they do. A lot of them don't know how to pivot or adjust to figure it out where you can still live your dreams. So I actually commend you for still doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I just want
Well,
to give
thank you. I
flowers.
mean, everything hasn't really been like such a straight road either for me. Like I stopped doing music for a very long time and shift my focus into other things. And I always like dipped in and out. Like I would do shows here and there, but I wasn't
Mhm.
really like going full force with music like I was back then.
Yeah.
And then this year it just kind of popped up to where the stars aligned, and I just had an opportunity, and I had some music presented to me, and it just felt right, and the vibes were good, so it just kind of manifested itself into a project that I just decided to do, and start the year off with that. But we'll see where the year takes us as far as what where it goes. But it's been fun. I respect that you're doing your thing, and been consistently grinding for since I have met you. You know what I
Mhm.
mean, and continuing to build and continuing to go. I think that's amazing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm never gonna stop.
I hear that.
Because at the end of the day, I can't stop being me, and this is who I am. You know, so.
Mhm.
But let's take it back again. We went from the bars to you being a movie star. Now, I love how you said that you try to get someone to write a script for you, and
Mhm.
things happen, so you end up doing yourself, and that's how a lot of things start to happen too. You end up being a man band and everything because you try and then doing it, but you're not gonna stop my dream. So I'll just figure it out myself, you know. And that's interesting that you wrote the movie and then you starred in it. Okay, so you kind of like a like a Tyler Perry. Like, look, I'll get all the credits in the movie. You know, I gotta do what I gotta do. So, how did you feel the moment that you were writing the script and you was on the last line to complete it?
Um, I think more nervous than anything because I always like second guess things I do. Like,
Mm,
is it good enough? Or should I do this? Or does this sound right? Or would this happen? I do that
mhm.
with everything. Like, I think I'm my biggest critic. So sometimes like I need other ears and um, other eyes to kind of like, hey, what do you think about this? And try to get like second, third, fourth opinions.
Yeah.
But on another hand, I was also just excited because at first I just had an idea. So I just took it to someone like, hey, I have this idea. Like, this is the idea. I don't know how to write a script, but this is my idea. So when it just when it just came to it and I just started thinking about it, it just I'm still I like to write things on a piece of paper. I'm not really I'm still old school like that. So I got my little notebook and just jotted down scenes, and then it just kind of just transformed into like, oh, let me Google how to just structure this and da 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 da, and just try it and see what happens. And it's a short film, so it was a great way to start as opposed to like a feature. So once I was finished with it, there was that level of nervousness of like, is this good enough? But it was also a level of excitement for me as far as like, you know, hey, I can't wait to see what people may think of this, or I can't wait to start shooting this. And my excitement really started coming once I began filming it, because that's when it all starts to feel real for me. Like, it's like once it's done being written, it's like, okay, it's on paper. It could just sit on a pile on my desk, or I can do something with it. So once I start filming, it's like, okay, we're really doing this. It's beginning. So now it's like the excitement, the heart racing, and all of that starts to come into play for me. So, but I like that.
Absolutely. So I'm very curious. You know, when it comes to being a music artist, there's different levels to it, right? Whereas there's the writing process, the recording process, you know, performing, etc. Now, with you writing the script, directing or help directing the film, starring in the film, and then doing rehearsals and learning how to properly, you know, do fighting scenes. There's a lot of things you did to create this short film. Which one was the most challenging for you?
Hmm. Um, I think the most challenging part was behind the scenes organizing everything
Mhm.
and coordinating with everybody, because part of the reason why I assumed the responsibility is because I didn't have the budget to hire a team to do everything that a normal shoot would do. So for me,
Mhm.
it's like, all right, I'll take care of everything I need to take care of. And um, flying out the fight choreographer from LA to New York, and 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 um and flying in and making sure all the actors that are involved in this are taken care of, or situated when it comes to like their hotels or their set times and all of that. All while, oh, I have to remember my lines. Oh, I have to remember the fight choreography, and I have to practice with this person. Like, all of that together was the most challenging because it was just so time consuming. And in certain areas that we shot, we didn't really have the, how can I say this? We didn't really have the proper clearance to do certain things in certain places. So we kind of had to
Mhm.
be quick with it and be a little just make it work. So time restraints, it's not like we had all day to get the scene right. We had kind of had to be quick with it. But we made it work, and I think that was the exciting thing for me, is seeing it all come together, knowing all it took to make it come together was for me probably the most challenging part, was just like handling all that. Because by the end of it, it was like, oh my God, that was a long day. And then knowing it tomorrow, it's like, okay, now I had to get up at this time to go to the airport to get this and da 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 da. And it makes me appreciate how it came out. Even though there's certain aspects of it that I can look back on and say, I should have did this. I should have did this. That was my first time experiencing all of that. So I feel like with my lack of what I knew and my lack of resources, I'm very happy with what we were able to make happen at that time. And I'm very much looking forward to beating it the next time out. So.
Well, I can tell you this. I didn't realize that you were flying in people for certain parts. In my mind, it was just all your homies from around the way.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Not discrediting no one's talent, but I just felt like, you and your friends love to act, love to fight, and y'all all just
Mhm.
got together and did this thing. But to know that you actually outsourced different people to be a part of it, much respect for that. Much respect for
Thank
that.
you.
Like I really appreciate that because that ain't easy.
No,
That's
it's
a lot
not.
you put in just to make it work. But of course, I've had the privilege of watching it, and I was so excited.
Mhm.
When it comes to me, I love to be a fan of people I've seen or I've worked with or I've grown with. I understand celebrities and all that stuff, but it's nothing like actually knowing someone and see them bring something to life. It's such a beautiful thing. You can fly me out anywhere, anytime. You may have another movie. Just get ready to audition. Show out the professor, the DJ. But I just love being a fan of people. So when I pressed play, I was like cheesing and all excited to watch the film and to see you do what you do, especially knowing that we met with you being a rapper and now you're a director and a writer and an actor and them fighting scenes and them sound effects. That was something else. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Shout out to
Thank you
DJ
so
Elise for
much.
checking. Of course, of course. Now I have to ask: when you watch certain movies and there are a lot of fighting scenes, did you guys
Mhm.
have some major bloopers? Did anybody accidentally get hurt while filming it?
Oh, absolutely. There was, especially with the final fight, there was a lot of, you deal with timing issues and things like that. I actually prefer, sometimes I feel like the bloopers or the mess ups may come out better than what was intended. Like if I'm supposed to take a kick to the face and you legit kick me in the face, I'm going to react how I would react if I got kicked in the face because I got kicked in the face.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, that happened like when we were filming, and no bad part on the person that performed that move on me, but your instinct or his instinct was to immediately be like, "Oh, are you okay?" And first, like, "Oh, we can't use the shot." I'm good, but you know what I mean. Like, but yeah, there were a lot of timing issues with certain fights and things like that. But for the most part, a lot of the fights that we did go relatively smooth because I was dealing with people that knew choreography or were in a realm like some professional independent wrestlers that I was working with that are familiar with how to sell properly and how to choreograph certain movements to make them look good for a camera. So it actually went pretty smoothly, all things considering.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see here. I respect someone who can do multiple talents like this so much. I hope you never stop being proud of yourself. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, did it feel like you were living out multiple dreams at the same time, knowing that you're getting a chance to be an actor, you're getting a chance to actually fight, which is still kind of in the same realm of wrestling to a certain degree? How did it
Mhm.
feel living out so many dreams at the same time?
I It's really just fun for me because I just enjoy the moment so much, and I like to see things come together. And so I would say it felt great, but it also felt great because I'm working with people that have similar visions and similar goals that I do. So when if I'm working with somebody who wants to be a director or who wants to be in movies themselves and things like that, and we could come together and be like, hey, let's come together, let's make something happen. That's something that excites me more than anything. I love to collaborate with people that have a vision and have goals and have things that they want to achieve, and have a work ethic that, you know, it's like we can really put something together. And those
Mm-hmm.
the most exciting aspects of doing like a film, of any type of film work, because I've done films that some I've wrote, some that I haven't written, and
Yeah.
just being around. I love being around that type of energy, that type of creative energy, that type of like we're all here for this goal and we're all trying to make this project the best that it can be, type of thing. I really really love that aspect. Like I said, the creative aspect is my favorite part about anything as it relates to entertainment, more so than even putting it out. Like creating it is to me is just where it's at.
Absolutely. And I love that for you. So, for the ones who may have started watching after we started the show, why don't you remind them of the movie that we're referring to so they can go check it out on YouTube?
Oh yeah, this is the first short film I did. It's called Ramel Carter, and it's on YouTube. It's also on my website, louieptv.com. Shameless plug. um,
No, just, you got to put that out there for the people.
yeah, but yes, it's so again, it's called Ramel Carter. It's about 30 minutes, and it's on. You can YouTube it. It's on my website. You know, it's you can Google it. It'll pop up. And we did that. That was my first short film. We did that in 2018.
There it is. Are there some charities or organizations you have collaborated with or want to collaborate with?
I've done things not directly with certain companies, but I've done things with people that work with certain companies. And I'm always looking to do more if any opportunity presents itself that I can assist with.
Hmm.
So, um, if you want to if you have any, or know anyone, and want to do something like that, I'm 100% down to do it. So I mean, you can hit me on my email or my Instagram or anything and get in contact, and we can make something happen.
There
There
it
it
is.
is.
And
And
Professor
Professor
the
the
DJ
DJ
is
is
right
right
there
there
in
in
Jersey,
Jersey.
you're
You're
right
right
there in
there
New
in New
York.
York.
So
So
close
close
enough.
enough.
You
You
definitely
definitely
make
make
some
some
things
things
happen.
happen.
Now,
Now,
is
is
that
that
the
the
only
only
film
film
that
that
you
you
have
have
out,
out,
or
or
did
did
you
you
do
do
a part
part
two
two
or
or
another
another
one?
one?
I
I
just
just
want to
want to
make
make
sure
sure
we
we
don't
don't
miss
miss
anything.
anything.
I did another short film a little later called The Deranged, which is more along the lines of a horror thriller, which is again also on my website. That was the second full short that I did. Um, and I did a few other, I was in a few other works that I didn't write, that were other people's projects, and including a couple that aren't out yet, that should be coming soon. So, um, but this year is the year that I'm looking to actually do the sequels, or at least one of the sequels to the first one that I did. There were some setbacks that happened, and COVID hit, and it's a lot of things that really just messed that up, because a lot
Hmm.
goes into it. But by the grace, by God willing, things come together. Hopefully this year we'll be able to get the sequel out, and hopefully I'll have an update on that sooner rather than later.
Hmm.
But that's
Well,
the goal.
I hope that the sequels do come out. And you know how certain films they be like 5 years later, but in
Hmm.
this moment it's literally 5 years later.
Yeah, they're a
So they
little
just,
longer than that, actually.
I know it's been a minute.
Mhm.
But I'm super excited for you for sure. Now let's talk about the music, where it all begun for me personally. But I'm super excited. When it comes to these films, do they have soundtracks with them or singles that was connected to them, or are they just films? I'm curious.
The first few that I did, no, they did not. They have scores, like original scores that were composed by Emmanuel Ben Israel, who I've worked with for so long. He shot my first video that's out. But he composed the scores for both Ramel Carter and for The Deranged. and he'd be doing it for my next one as well. So it has original music in it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as far as a soundtrack, that's where we're looking to go to for the next one. It's just that we didn't really have a place once the original score was set on both films for like a soundtrack style, like to really work with the shorts, because there was no place to really implement that,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't really fit the tone of what we were going for at the time. So it made more sense to just go with the scores. But for the next one, there is an idea brewing of a soundtrack where myself and a few other artists will collab to kind of put something together for that.
I love that. Just let me know when you're ready for my verse. And
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? Even a skit. Just put me in, coach.
Oh, absolutely. Got
Like
you.
no, I'm serious. Put me in, coach. Like let me get on let me get on
That's
the
what we're doing.
soundtrack. Absolutely. And what I'm trying to do, since I'm more now in the virtual world,
Hmm.
you know how they have scenes where you like call people on the phone and you only can hear their voice, but you don't really see
Voiceovers.
them? I'm
Hmm.
trying to get more roles like that. So, since you're the writer, just write it in and then have somebody call me. But don't worry, if I have to audition, I'll audition out of respect. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm just putting that out there and hopefully you caught it and received it because it will definitely be great. Now, I work at a nonprofit where we help disabled people learn how to work in the workforce. And I can talk with my boss and see if there is something we may be able to collab with if interested.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if there's any way that I could assist in any way or help, 100%.
Absolutely. See, there it is. There it is. Now, it is time to talk about the whole reason why we are here. Like Louis said earlier in the show, he is back in the booth. He is back spitting bars. So let's talk about this new video and song that you have out. Let the people know the inside scoop.
Huh. Yeah, I got a new single out called Target Practice featuring Joel Ortiz. It's out on all digital platforms now, so you can get it on Spotify and Title and all of that. Also, we dropped the video the same day we dropped the single, so the video's on YouTube and it's on my website louieptv.com, so you can check that out. And that's probably one of my, I would say probably my favorite collab that I've done thus far. At least at the very sort at the top, the way everything just came together, and it was it was just kind of like magical and very very fast, like when it came together. So I'm happy with the way that everything came out, and I'm happy, and I just enjoyed the vibe of being back in that studio and being around someone that I was a fan of. Like I'm a fan of lyricism and a lot, especially from New York rappers. Joel Ortiz was someone that I was a fan of before I worked with him. So getting to work with him was definitely an honor for me.
How'd that
So
come about?
I I got the beat. My producer Jay Varsity, shout out to Jay Varsity. He sent me that beat. I had it for a while and I was sitting on it, and I had a few people in mind that I thought would sound good on it, and he was at the top of the list. So I reached out to him, and I figured that because I know the style that he like really likes to rock with, and I figured he would rock with it. So when I sent it to him, he liked it, and he just immediately agreed to jump on it. So I was like, all right. So I got in the studio. Um, we got it done like that week, and then uh, I spoke to him about like possibly doing a video. He invited me down to the studio, Heatmaker Studio, so we chopped it up for a little bit down there. We shot the video, and it was just a vibe that whole time. Like we finished the video in a couple hours, and we were just chopping it up for a couple hours after that, just um, talking about things he had planned, things that I had planned, and just having a random rap debates. like I would have like on a daily basis with my friends at the barbershop or whatever. So
Hmm.
it was just a good vibe, and I really enjoyed that.
That's what's up. I'm happy for you. And the main reason I'm really happy for you is because I know sometimes when doing collabs with certain artists, at a certain level or something nowadays, some of them just be like, you know what, just send me the beat, I'll do the verse, I'll send it to you. So for you to actually have the opportunity to be in the studio with him, like a real collaboration and vibing and having conversations and even had the opportunity of having him there to be in the video. Some people actually shoot somewhere else and tell your people just to edit it. So for the fact that you had live interaction and he was cool with that, like I'm happy for you.
Well, actually, like when we did the track, like we didn't record the track in the same studio together. We recorded the video in the same studio together, but he, according to him, even when like we shot the video, he wanted to test me. So he was like, I sent him the record with my verse on it first because he had to approve it. So it was like a little test where it's like I got to make sure you coming with it before I like jump on something, like before I stamp my name on. And I was like, I respect that. You got to earn it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But
Uh-huh.
it's all the more reason why I told him that it was I'm honored to do this because I know from even before I met him, I just knew he was the type of person that's like you just as a fan of hip hop and as a fan of lyricism, I know it's like it's not like you're moved by like money or certain aspects other than like are you pushing the pen or do I like this? Like you don't have to do this. Like you're
Yeah.
doing it because you genuinely want to and like it. Like it doesn't really change nothing for you saying yes or no to me. So for me, I like it was just an honor and I'm very much appreciative of that time. And it was definitely a memorable moment for me.
Let me ask you a question. So Joel basically said, "I'm not gonna be on no trash track." That's basically what he told you.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, he had to hear it. He had to make sure he liked it. He had to make sure that I was coming with something that he respected enough to want
Yeah,
to do
yeah, yeah.
something. And honestly, I like that because for me, I know there's so many people that would just be like, "All right, this person wants to work with me. All right, I'm going to charge you this much and just give you whatever." And
Facts.
just do this for a certain amount of money and just give you a bullshit verse. Oh, Scott, I don't know, my bad. I'll give you
No, you're right. You're right. The
you
brown
know what I
bag
mean. So
verse.
I actually respect that. It made me feel like you actually care what you're putting your name on. You care what you're doing.
Yep.
Like it's not just you're doing this because you actually like it. You actually rock with it, and that was why he also agreed to do the video. Like I said, he invited me to the studio, and we chopped it up, and it was just a great vibe that I got, and I really am appreciative of that. Now I don't take that for granted.
Facts. Now let me ask you this. Now, Joel Ortiz is one of them bar monsters. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? What made you be like, oh, let me try to get him on this track? You know what I'm saying? What made you think about that?
For exactly that reason, because I wanted someone that was a bar guy to jump on a track with me, and his style I just felt fit the song so well. So immediately when he heard it, he told me he loved it. He recognized the pattern of the beat, and he he jumped and did his verse like in like the next like we spoke on the phone, and like the day after that, like he's like, "Yo, I'm in the studio. I'm gonna lay my verse. I'm gonna send it right over to you." And then boom.
So he did it in the first 48. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
saying?
much. They got it back very, very fast, which was
Okay, okay.
as out of everyone that I've worked with, it was probably the fastest that's happened for someone of like his
Okay, yeah,
stature.
yeah. I got you.
Yeah,
I
that
got you.
was
I
so
got you.
again, that's what I said, it's very much appreciated for me.
Good, good. Now, do you use the same producer for all your tracks, or how does that go? How's that process work?
I don't like I'm not married to one specific producer, but in this instance, it just came to that way because Varsity played me the beat. I liked it, so I said, "Yeah, I definitely want that."
Give me
And
that.
then, yeah, And then it just snowballed where he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna send you a couple more snippets." So he just kept sending me stuff, and I was like, I like that too. Let me get that too. Let me get, and then it just like so I'm just sitting on like some beats, and after I did that track, I was like, let me all right, let me put something else together. And it just kind of manifested itself into just doing the EP, and he produced the new EP that I have. He produced 90% of it. There's one track on it that I had that wasn't produced by him, but other than that, he produced essentially the
What
whole
track
thing.
was that?
Is it real?
Okay.
So is it
Okay.
real was the only track that he didn't produce. He produced all the other tracks on that. And on my past projects, I've worked with different producers, but I've done other work with him in the past as well, of records that he produced. So I got a good relationship with him and a good vibe with him. I'm a vibe person, so I really just go off of vibes and and professionalism. You know what I mean? So I have good rapport with him. So I'm always, anytime he hits me up or anytime he hits my phone, I'm always going to answer.
Are you proud of your work?
I am. I look back on things that I've done. Obviously, as you grow as a person, there'll be things that I may have said or certain records in the past. I may look at like, I
Yeah,
was a
yeah, yeah.
different in a different
It's a little
headspace when I
different.
was,
Yeah, and
yeah,
different
like
time too.
so.
Different time too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if I go back to like my earlier stuff when I was 18, I could look back, I was really saying these things and that I probably wouldn't, but I always try to look at it like that was the time where I was in a different headspace trying to do a different thing and uh didn't really know any better in certain areas of what I was doing. I went through my areas of like, okay, I'm talking about this that I don't really do, but it sounds cool.
Yeah.
And then my areas like, well, I want to start talking about some other stuff. I want to start pulling from real life things and pulling from real life experiences and try to push the pen in that way. And I think that's kind of where I enjoy the growth over the time period that I've done music. Is I look back on certain records of like, okay, this record that I wrote about this situation, I'm proud of this because it's like a personal thing to me, but I want to present it in a way that's relatable to everybody else. So how can I do that? And I enjoy that aspect. And I also enjoy like sometimes it's like, oh, this is a beat. Let's just go in. Let's just have fun. Let's just get the bars out,
I did.
you know? So
Got you. Got you. Got you.
Thank you.
yeah.
Cause I remember. See, I'm like this. I remember when T-Quest was like, "Yo, I think we got one." I'm like, all right, send it to me. Send it
Cause
to
you
me.
used to the movies. You was used to the movies.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
back
Send it to
in the
me.
studio.
Send it to me. You know what I mean? I said, yeah, I done seen a short film or two by Louie. Send me the track. You know what I mean? Cause me and her have a slightly different taste in music. You know what I mean? I'm a little older, so I like things a little different. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, but when she sent it, I'm like, this is this is nice. You know what I'm saying? This is nice. So introduce the track. I want the people to hear what I heard, so they can have their own opinion of this piece.
Yeah, the track is produced by Jay Varsity, video shot by Big Veg. It's off my new EP, Visiting Hours, on louieptv.com. It's Target Practice, myself featuring Joel Ortiz.
There it is. Talk to him, of course.
That was the part I was supposed to come on in at the end. I don't know if we're supposed to do a dialogue or.
That's what you talking about.
That was my part at the end. So I'm gonna send in my verse and hopefully I get approved. You know what I'm saying? Since you gotta be certain qualifications with the bars, you know what I mean? That's right. This is fire. I hope I said that right. But yes, I like the song. I like the song. And I always knew you had the talent as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that we're able to share that with everybody else. And like I said, other people was hitting me up like, yo, we love the song, we love the song. And I'm just like, obviously. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you. I very much appreciate it. I very much appreciate everybody that took a listen. I took the time. Thank you. Thank you very much.
hmm Now, when you were saying that you did the last project with the producer, are these the songs that's on that project or this is a separate single?
This is on that project as well. It's just the first one that I put out, like the day I put the same project out. And it just kind of just happened just off the strength of like, okay, I did this and did the video and I had all these records that I was just writing to, and being back in the studio, just let me just put some other things together, see how this comes out. And it just kind of just snowballed into just doing this EP. Like I titled it Visiting Hours specifically for the reason of like, when you go to visit someone, I'm not staying. Like it's
hmm
not like it's not something that it's like when people's like, oh, so you're back doing music and consistently da da da. I say, I'm just popping in. You know what I mean? I just want to pop in and just, what I mean, just visit for a second. You know what I mean? Check on my old friend hip hop. You know what I mean? And see how hip hop's going. It's a new year. You know what I mean? Like why not? And it just
Yes.
felt right. But
What he
Why
said? He was
not?
reading the shirt. See what it
Why
says?
not?
Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Did,
exactly.
did you did you produce the video?
Well, not really. That was my homeboy Big Veg, who
Okay,
was my engineer for a while. He shot, edited, and directed the video. And like I said, we shot that at Heatmaker Studio in New York. So all of the visuals and how everything was put together was all his idea. Like when we
gotcha.
got there, like he mapped that out, and it was just a vision that he had. So I just wanted to let him cook on that, and I'm happy. I'm happy with how it came out and what he did. So I'm proud of it.
There it is. There it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And since I co-signed the song, I really do co-sign the song. I need to co-sign this too. Come on, let's get that. Play the video.
Mhm.
Word. Strong.
See, there it is. If y'all looking at the joint now, new EP out now, Louie P. You know what I'm saying? Man, this song is crazy. This is crazy. You know what I mean? That is free download on LouieP TV.com. So if y'all want that, y'all can go get that from Louie P.
But you know what they gonna say to us?
What they gonna say? What they gonna say?
They gonna be asking for the DJ service pack like they've been doing because they've been spoiled as DJs.
Get out of here.
They be like, download.
You got to download it anyway.
website.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you got to download it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but you know, a lot of them, most of them, bougie. You know, they've been spoiled
Whatever.
by the industry. But you know, I know a couple of cats that will definitely rock these joints.
Facts.
I can name a few right now.
Yeah, one right here. You know what I'm saying?
You.
When I first heard the video, I'm like, oh, this second joint is like, yo, that's I need both of these joints.
It was like a splash of an extra flex.
I need both of these joints.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need both of them joints. Mm-hmm. So great job. You know what I mean? But the first one had a familiarity to it, you know, with the beat. You know what I mean? I like that, you know, that flip of one of the I guess one of the classics. And I'm like, all right, they didn't, because sometimes some people use tracks that are similar. I'm like, leave that alone. But y'all did y'all thing on that. You know what I mean? Because we've all heard some. Oh, all right, this beat's crazy. Then when the people come on, you're like, yo, let me just run the instrumental, because I don't necessarily need to hear y'all. But you did your thing.
Much appreciated.
So
Much appreciated.
Congratulations. You know what I mean? And as me as a DJ, I recognize that. You know what I'm saying? So you did your thing, and I'm just taking over the show because why the hell not? You know what I mean? You got to recognize the skill, recognize.
It's like Jumanji when it comes on. It's like Jumanji. It's like Jumanji. So I pulling me back. So I pull it, I'm back. So I pulling me back. Pulling me back. So I figured I younger now, winning at life, win battles back when I was win battles back when I was win the now back when I was win battles battles back when I was younger now, winning at life. I go back when I was younger now, back when I was younger, back back.
Woo!
Mm.
You know, I
Recognize.
had to scratch that real quick for you, Louie. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you doing,
I had to
question.
give Nino a break.
That's what you doing. That's what you doing.
You know, I had to dust it off my skills.
There it is. Okay.
You know, scratch that track up real
This
quick.
is,
You know, light work for me.
that's
You know
one
what
of
I'm
them
saying?
joints.
Show
Yeah,
them the
that's one of them
skills.
joints. That's one of them joints.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I rock with that.
No, that's great. Yep. So you already know we got to send it to Joey. We got to send it to DJ LES. Like,
Oh,
they going to go bananas for
oh
these tracks.
yeah, LES is gonna go crazy on his facts. That is factual.
Yeah, he
That
might
is
do his
factual.
own
That is
blends to
factual.
it. So we got you, Lou. We're gonna send it to some people for you.
Yeah,
Yep.
Much
good job.
appreciated.
Good job with that joint. That's definitely one of them old boom bap head joints. When they hear that, they're like, oh no. Let me do a few things with this. So
Weren't you on the
Yeah.
Boom Back Radio?
I'm on boom bap radio. I'm saying the song is already on there. You know what I'm saying? The song's already on there. And I got to send out a pack as well, a Louis P pack
Louis
of
P.
some
Pack.
joints.
No, since
Much
he's saying
appreciated.
hi to hip hop real quick with the bars. That's a flex. Like I'm just saying hi to
No.
hip hop real quick. See how it's been.
Yeah,
It's just also just being a fan of like what I stylistically what I like. Like I'm, I guess what one would consider like an old school type of fan. Like I don't like to crap on like, oh, you just don't like this because it's not your generation or da 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 da. I just listen to what like appeals to me, and
yeah,
I that era, the scratch records, like I not that I necessarily even come from that, so to speak. I mean, I was born like through that, but I have like families who were DJs, so I remember, my uncle DJing and being, I was born in the Bronx and being brought to the parks and certain mixed DJ and DJ battles and things like that, and the scratching and the real DJing. You know what I mean? Like it's just that type of era is just what excites me the most when I listen to hip hop. It's something that I'll hear, like even I'm on the radio and they played like the old school set, and then it just puts me in a mode of like, oh, I'm turning this up. I can listen to the radio today, like as I'm driving or whatever,
He
whatever.
said
Like
today.
you see it
yeah,
today. Yeah, I can listen to it today.
I'm not really big on that. But then there's certain times where it's like they'll get a block of like, oh, we're throwing it back. This is what we're doing, and it just puts me in like a different type of vibe than that I just don't get from a lot of what I
Facts,
hear
facts.
today.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
not
but
to,
yeah,
like I said,
back
not to crap on nothing. It's just me.
yeah back then you had to be a different DJ. You know what I'm saying? You had to be a different kind of
Mhm.
DJ. You had to be able to do all the scratch. You had to be able to do all that. You know, especially on the mix show. You're not just playing the songs, song after song after song after song. You're actually showing putting some creativity to when you're playing the songs. It's not always like that nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me, because I'm on various mix shows myself. Certain mix shows I can go all out, be me. I can do what I want to do. And some other joints is like just mixes, just mixes. I'm like, I'm a mix, but I'm gonna throw some Nino in there so you can know I can do more than that. You know what I'm saying? But there's other ones where you can just go all out, just do you. I remember a program director was talking, describing the shows that he wanted for his mix show. He said, "Yeah, I don't want any, scratching on there. The ladies don't like that. Blah blah blah." He said, "Just play the songs." And I was like, "Yeah, all right." And I sent him the joints like I normally do, like I was doing that. I was scratching and all that. And the next meeting that we had, when he was talking about it, and he said the same thing. He said, "I don't really want, a lot of scratch." He said, "Nino, you're fine. Keep sending what you send in." He said, "You're fine." He said, "But everybody else," I'm like, "Wow."
Mm.
So I like that. I like that. And he's still to this day playing some of the mixes I did years ago on that station. I do new ones now, but still occasionally during other days of the week where it's technically not my day. I turn on the station sometime and I'm like, "Oh, that's me." You know what I'm saying? So I respect
Mm.
that. I
Oh,
respect
that's
that.
dope. That's dope.
Cause you gonna read it, Quest?
Keep on the grind, brother. You are doing a great.
Brother, you had to say it like this.
Don't ever stop that grind, man. No, I'm joking. Professor, I rocked the professor.
Why you messing the professor?
That's one of my favorite people. What
Fact,
you
yeah.
talking
Professor's
about?
cool.
You know what I'm
Professor's
saying? He loves the
Much
arts.
appreciated.
He's down to support. No, but this has definitely been great. And
Strong project, man. Strong project, man.
yes.
If you haven't watched the video, go look it up because you won't like it. It's get the Nino cosign. I'm sure
See,
to
it's
get
all
the
love.
Quest cosign as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm already shout out. Sent out, some to some folks, and no one had as well. Let's put it like this: folks are playing the I call it the naughty flip, and a recognized joint. There's another joint I don't remember the name of it, but there was three joints that they rocking with heavy on that piece. So,
Much
yeah,
appreciated.
yeah, they like that joint. She made you sound like she made you sound like somebody, not you. Made you sound like somebody.
JK. No, but like we said, everyone who has heard it or saw the video is all great feedback. And it just reminds you that
Yeah, I definitely got hit LES.
real hip hop is
I got
still
LES
real
for
hip
that.
hop. People still love real bars. Like it's not a dying breed. And it's that classic era. Because some people are like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm old school. Sometimes when people say that, it's like tired old school that people really don't want to hear. You just sound old, right?
You sound 75 years old. I don't necessarily want to hear that. You sound 75. Cut that out. I don't want to hear that right now.
Absolutely.
I
But
don't
yours is
hear
the
that right
quality. And like we said, we're here to support. And we're definitely going to let the people know about it. And it's all great feedback. And we're going to continue supporting it and put it in the right hands so they can, shine some more light upon it.
I got one question. I'm gonna put these in the record pool. What 3 songs would you like in the record pool?
Like any song, period,
3 songs off of your what you call it? Off
of my songs.
yes, yeah, off this last one that you put. Oh, I got 2 that I picked out. So
I wonder which two.
I'd probably go with the 2 that you picked, which I'm assuming is target practice and recognize.
oh yes sir.
And personally, just for me, like Ride or Die Girl Part 2 is special to me just because of it just reflects a great moment in my life as far as like what I'm talking about on the verse. And
Oh,
Look at you.
I tell her just now. I would have asked so many questions. We all up in this business.
Because you nosy.
He
'Cause you
said, "Ride or
nosy.
die." He said, "Ride or die, girl."
yeah,
Said chick.
that's just me personally. But yeah, those
Is
are
it part two?
those yeah, those
It's
would
from
be my
it's from your last project.
yeah. It's the last joint on it featuring my homegirl Nitty Scott.
All right, there it is. All right, let me write
You
that
said
down.
Nina Sky.
Nitty Scott.
D Scott.
Yeah.
You said Ride or Die chick.
Ride or Die Ride or Die Girl Part 2.
That's what I thought. I thought you said Ride or Die girl part two.
Yeah.
What's the different part 1 and part 2?
Well, Part 1 was on a project that I did a while ago, and I shot the video for it. Nitty Scott is actually in the video, so she plays the girl in the video. So when we did this one, the first one was more along the lines of like storyline wise, me talking about getting this girl and like putting the ring on, making it official. So for part 2, because she decided to jump on it, we decided to make it like, okay, this is now we're talking about like we're together. Like now it's more about appreciating the girl that I have. You know what I mean? So that's why it just made sense to kind of make it the sequel
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, I got excited too. I think I need this guy on the track. I
Wow.
got excited too.
You want to move your body? That's what you're saying. That's what we
I was
doing.
getting
That's what
excited.
we doing.
Okay, so what inspired this song? Was it like real life situations, or was it just your creativity? I'm talking about part 2.
Um, it came from a certain person in my life at the
Take
time that I
that.
wrote it.
Uh-huh,
Uh,
uh-huh.
so the first one I wrote specifically about a certain person in my life, and this one it's still following that same path, and it's speaking about an experience that I shared with them. Uh,
Mm.
when
Uh-oh.
we were, huh?
No, no, I'm just listening.
Please
I'm just
No,
being
proceed.
messy. I'm
no,
Proceed.
just being
it
messy.
just so it just it speaks about an experience that I had with them. So it's one of those records where it's just like I wanted to make it relatable to anybody, but for her, she'll be able to listen to it and be like, I remember that, like vividly,
Mm.
because it's something that we've spoken about like a lot of times. So it was
Uh-huh,
just
uh-huh.
I like doing records like that are just more personal to me,
Yeah, of course.
you
Totally
know,
get
and
it.
just and could be like maybe like that secret that you know between me and someone else, or me and a family
Mm.
member that's been through something, and we could just look at like, hey, I remember that, like. So it's
Right?
just a certain bond that I have that I have with this person that I like to get out through a record. So that's why for me it's just special to
Mm.
me.
That's lovely.
Look at you over there smiling, glow chiller.
It's
You know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
like, I want to hear the song.
You don't hear the
Like,
song.
what is your process when it comes to writing a track? How do you brainstorm?
No. I For me it depends on the beat. Like sometimes I'll get a beat and it just like like a verse or an idea just starts coming to me, so I'll just start building off of that. And then very few times there's times where I'll go to a producer and be like, oh my god, I got an idea, this is my idea, this is what I'm thinking, can you do something with this? And then they'll like work something around this. Like when I did Recognize, that stemmed from me going to Varsity and saying, listen, I want like I want like a boom bap scratch type joint. Like, can you like with a primo style hook? Like, can you make that work for me? And he said, I
You
got
just
Yes.
say
you.
Primos?
He
Oh
said
my
yes.
gosh.
That's
Yeah, like that's
exactly what he
exactly
did.
what I
I
told him.
That's
can't.
exactly what he did.
So that's
That's
exactly what I told
exactly
him.
what
And
he
he said,
did.
I got you. And then he hit me back. And then he's like, yo, I'm gonna send you something tonight. I'm like, all right, cool. So he sent it to me. And I'm like, all right, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So and so that was an easy track, like to write to, as far as like time frame that it took. But those sometimes are my favorite tracks, to where it's just like the beat just speaks to you, and it just like gives you the idea for the verse or the chorus or the song in general, or like Target Practice was one where I was just like, I think we should go without a hook for this one. I think we should just go back to back verses. It just seems to fit, and that's what we did for that one. So that's kind of my process. It depends on the beat for me, or it depends on like the idea. Like if someone comes to me with a concept, like let's do a love song about this, and it's like, all right, then we could work around the concept. But I kind of like to just work with the beat. Like I like to pick a beat that just speaks to me, and then just go from there.
Question: How long you been doing this, man? Rap wise.
Uh, I started rapping in like '09. I I I started rapping seriously. Like I took it more seriously in like '09ish, and I was going for a few years post that, but then I stopped for a while. Like I had a close friend of mine, that passed away that I did music with. The name was Jay Black, and we built the studio together. We would be in the studio all night together. So when he passed away, it just kind of just felt empty. So I stopped doing music for a while, and then I just kind of fell out of love with where hip hop was going.
Mm.
So I just transitioned into doing more so. I was doing podcast work for a little while, and I was doing focusing on short films, which I still am. Um, this time around, it just like I said, when I just got sent certain beats by him, it just kind of just sparked the like, oh, all right, let me get back to this. It's been a while since I've like this is my first time in the studio. Oh my god, it's been some years since I've been in the studio
I
before
know the
this,
feeling.
You know, it's been a
doing
long
this.
time. As soon as they say it's been some years, I know what
Yeah,
that means. It's
it's
been
been a
some
while,
years.
so it was
Okay.
a little bit on and off, but yeah, I started at that time, like around 07, 08 is when I like started, and I put like my first like real mixtape out that I recorded at like a studio that wasn't my basement, and went from there.
What's the track that you put out that you was like, yeah, I ain't really feeling it, or you just put it out because, but people was like, yo, this one, this is the joint that I like, and you was like maybe ambivalent about it, that you made, but people was like really gravitated towards it.
Hmm. Um, I would say early on when I did I did a joint project with another artist from my town named Nobi called Global Warning, and we did like 10 joints. And there was one specifically that I was like, yo, we should put this one out first. But he felt like, yo, let's do this one instead. And for me, not that it was bad, but it was just like, it's not my favorite. But all right, let's just go with it. And people responded to it in a good way, more so than I thought that they would. So it wasn't really a record that I disliked, but it was one where it's like, I feel like this one is better. Like, this one is the better one. We should do the video to this one. But we ended up doing it to another one. But that was the first time I experienced like, I'm glad you like it. I've had times where I'll do records where I think they'll like this one. But then it turns out people like this one. And like when I put out a tape. And I like that because I experienced that with albums that I listen to where from industry artists or whoever, where I listen to it, I'm like, ooh, they should have won, but this is the single. And then later on, I may hear it on the radio, like, I called it.
That's facts.
I feel like I knew what I was.
That is facts.
Yeah.
That is like, why you put this song out? This song is
Yeah,
nah,
like
this
that
song-
happened. That happened with for me with Cardi B. Like I didn't really listen to her, but there was a video she had on her Instagram. Not gonna lie, she was in lingerie on top of a table, so I clicked it, and she was dancing to a song, and the song was Bodak Yellow. It's before she dropped it, but I clicked it because of that. But I was listening, I'm like, what song is this? So I was like looking for the song, and it was like before she put it out, and then I listened to it, I'm like, this song is fire, and then like it became the official single. It was like out of here. But I just remember it was like one of those records. Like the first listen, it just felt like, yo, this is a smash. Like certain records, I find that to be a cool experience. Or J. Cole when he did Wet Dreams, I bought his album and I played that on repeat. And I was like, they should have made this the single, but I get why maybe it's too explicit to do that. And then it just became a smash.
That is. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I understand it. I understand it. I remember. Well, this is gonna throw a dude all the way up under the bus. I don't care. He's a star now. He's a major star now. I remember back in the day. I remember buying Super Cat. You know what I mean? He had some smashes. But his album wasn't what you was hearing on the radio. His album was the reggae version, the pure reggae songs. You know what I'm saying? Not the other songs that you were listening to. You be like, oh, all right, this is what I'm rocking with. This is how long ago, because I had a tape. I remember playing the tape in my car, and I kept. It's not a CD. You can't, just go to skip. You gotta go to that fast forward. But I'm sitting there fast forward. And I'm like, where's this song at? And it wasn't on it, and that was hot. I remember ejacking the tape and flinging it out the window. I'm like, I didn't want to hear none of these songs. I liked reggae back then, but I wanted to hear those songs, the remixes. You know what I mean? I wanted to hear the remixes that was on the radio. And I wanted to hear pure reggae songs. You know what I mean? I felt at the time, I said, I got ripped off. You know what I'm saying? These are not the videos you putting out. You putting out, hip hop tinged of videos, and this is like pure reggae. And I'm like, nah, that's not for me. That's not for me. So
we recently did a listening session for an independent artist, and the song that he didn't like,
oh my God,
is the song everybody in the session loves.
It's like I didn't even want to put this out. As soon as it played, I'm like, no, this is it. This one right here.
To this day, even all the people that have listened to it, the fans, the supporters, everybody told him this was a song.
Yep.
Except for him himself.
Yep.
So 99 out of 100, and the artist was the 100th person.
Facts. Facts.
So
Well, that's the best
Facts.
way because at the end of the day, the audience is going to tell you what they like and what they don't like. Like
exactly.
Yes, facts.
sometimes as the artist, like I remember a DMX interview with him saying he hated Rough Riders anthem, but
Strong song. Oh my God.
Right?
he just
Yeah.
it's so simple, it's so ABC, da da da. He
Facts. Yeah, I
hated
remember that. Yep. Yep. Yep.
it.
Yep.
But
Yep.
that's the record people most associate with you, like for
Facts.
the most part. Like so sometimes that's just how it works, and it just becomes that. And I guess it's it's like with the audience, it's just the audience is always right. Like they know what they want from you, and it gives you a better idea of like, okay, this is what y'all like, and sometimes that's the case.
Nah, that's right though. But I appreciate you actually, acknowledging that. You know what I mean? Because everybody, I say myself, I sat on records that became major hits that was just sitting in my DJ room forever. I'm like, I never got to. I never got to grinding. Grinding was
Mm.
sitting in my room forever. I looked at the name clips. I'm like, whatever. I get to it when I got to it. And when I played it, I'm like, oh yeah, I should have, I should have played this long time because I had it early as all that. I'm like, nah. But
That's the
when I
lunch
heard it,
table classic.
yeah, in fact, yeah. Yeah, when I heard it, I'm like, nah, this is it. I'm gonna start playing this heavy now. And I still was early in my area because I had it so damn early. But I'm like, I need to play this
But
now.
it happens. To this day, I get hundreds of emails every
Oh
day
my
from
god.
artists,
Oh my
independent
god.
and mainstream. There's hits in there I probably don't miss. It's a lot of music, and it's so much more now that's being produced that I may miss a hit, but
Facts.
it
Shout
may
out to
come
the
back
artist.
around.
Make sure you probably tag your song. Cause if you send me a smash and I probably tag. What you want me to do with it? Because I done forgot who this is. I done forgot where I done downloaded from, and it just says artist and um, master six. I don't know what this is. There's nothing, nothing I can do about this. Please,
Absolutely.
probably tag your song so folks like me who likes playing indie music can actually play them. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yes.
This
definitely,
was fun.
definitely.
This was
This
fun.
is really fun. I'm
Yeah,
glad we did this.
yeah. This was fun.
You know
You
what I'm
know what I mean?
saying? You were actually requested from some of the people that saw the video and heard the music. Like, hey, when is he going to be on the show?
Facts.
I'm like, what? He's not scheduled for the show.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts. Facts.
But we'll see what's up.
Well, thank
We'll
you for
have his
having me.
people,
I
call his people.
appreciate it.
Yeah, you
I'm
got you
very
got you got strong songs on the piece. You know what I mean? Strong songs in there. People need to check it out.
I'm
LouisPTV.com.
gonna find
Go
that.
check it out. He got a lot of songs on there because I went on there. I'm all nosy. 'Cause as soon as I heard the little recognize, I'm like, oh no, I need that. He says download it on a thing. I know how to read. I can comprehend. And I kept scrolling. I kept scrolling. I'm at a lot. I don't know how many I have now. I probably got like 12, 15 that I downloaded on there.
That's
It was
love,
like,
man.
yeah,
Thank you
I
very much.
downloaded quite a few. I
Found the
downloaded.
video. Right a day, girl.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Uh,
Oh,
they go part two.
part two, we got a video? You already did
Lyric
that?
video.
Nah. Oh, there's no video for part two. I did a video for part one years
Oh
ago.
wait. Ride or Die Part Two is something totally different.
See that? See
Yeah,
that? Now you about to play some random.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? But let's do this. I'll give you a verse on part two because we gotta get up out of here. You know
yeah,
what
we
I mean?
do. Yeah, we
Because
do.
why not here? It's for you, Quest.
A little beat already.
Sound like you like the beat too.
She remind me a little bit of like a Mel versus a little Vita.
Facts, yeah, it do. Yeah.
She did.
She do got a little bit of, yeah.
That is so cute, Louie.
Tales for you, Quest. You want to hear the song? I got it. I downloaded mad songs from the.
Was that one or two?
That's the
That
last
was
one.
two.
Yeah, it was Deuce.
I wonder what part was the reminiscent part.
You messy.
I was trying
Messy.
to read.
You messy. You messy.
What?
I just said you messy. That's all I said.
saying.
That's all I said. That's all I said. That's
Been
all I
great.
said. I see why you wanted that to be a third joint. I mean, I respect that.
And it showed his range too.
Facts.
You know.
Great job, Louie. You know what I'm saying? Great
Much
job.
appreciated. Much appreciated.
Wow. Why am I all in the spot?
Right? Why you
I
the
don't wanna be
producer
here.
all up in the video?
All in the
Lay.
video, dancing. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do that. You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna put them three on a tomorrow. I'm gonna upload those on the in the record pool for the folks for our coalition.
DJs can snatch it
Thank
up,
you
get
very
you
much.
rotation, some
that'd be
spins, or as some of them say, some steam.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I very much appreciate it.
But thank you so much for taking the time out to be here on the T-Quest show with DJ El Nino. You know what I'm saying? And
Tell them where they can find you, at, man. Tell them where they can find you.
Oh yeah, you can find me. Instagram is Louie Pizzle, LOUIEPIZZLE. Same thing with my Twitter, my Facebook. It's all Louie Pizzle. Or you can go right to louieptv.com. I have all my links there, so you can connect with me there. I'll follow you back. Follow me back. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a message. They're open, so hit me. I'll hit you back.
There it is. You got merch on there. I see you showing the shirt heavy.
I don't have merch for sale,
don't.
but that is something that I am looking to do this year. I just have to get the stock up,
Gotcha.
before that happens. But yeah,
Understand that. All right, LouiePTV.com. Look him up. He got some joints on there. All kind of joints, not just boom bap, not just for people like me that went crazy when he heard the Primo inspired track. I'm like, no, give me, I need that like now. Yeah, he got some joints on there, so look him up. Hit him up on IG and all the other things. You know what I'm saying? Nino certified. You know what I mean? I like that.
King Game.
There it is. Salute.
Okay.
Follow me at DJLNino.com. T-Quest, tell them where they can find your ass.
You can find me on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM. And do not forget to download your T-Quest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store. Once again, this is the T-Quest show with DJ El Nino with Louie P.
Hey, you. Me? Yes, you. What up? Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Hell yeah. GLM Designs can help you with just that. Word? From laptop skins? You lying. Promotional flyers? Yo, son! Promo videos? I need that. OBS Twitch overlays and backgrounds. Hey, yo, let me get that. Professional one sheets and so much more.
Oh my god.
Please visit our website,
I want it right now.
GottaLoveMeWorld.com today to check out our designs.
Get it!
Follow us on social media at Gotta Love Me World.
Follow it!
GLM Designs are here to take care of all your graphic needs. The T-Quest show with DJ El Nino. Relatable, informative, yet entertaining. If you think you can handle being a guest on the show, contact us today. We've interviewed independent artists to mainstream, regular folk to celebrities. You never know who's going to be our special guest, and one day it may just be you. Follow us on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM and DJ El Nino.